Everyone, it's me, Flome here, back in the video, and today we're going to be playing some Madden, and today we're going to be playing against the Buffalo Bills, so let's get it.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. We see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
It's got to feel great for the Bills franchise to know that they're set up for the future with number 17 at the helm. They don't have to worry about draft choices. They don't have to worry about free agency. They have their quarterback. And the passing attack as a team, second only to the Chiefs in 2020. And how about Josh Allen? Guided the Bills to their first playoff win since 1995 last season. And his completion percentage in the last 3 years has gone from roughly 53% to 69% last season.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
To absolutely no one's surprised, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic. And in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 18 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Leading the league in rushing after Week 1, you know he'd love to double down and continue that type of play here in Week 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can try it for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Yeah,
does an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. Bell once more. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-zip. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And for Josh Allen, that last pass puts him over 10,000 passing yards now in his young career. And you think about it, he came into the league in 2018, so he's trailing only Baker Mayfield from his class who got there sooner. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 128 yards.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out, and they're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Allen going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first down, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is Bell on the dump off. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Tua. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Jakeem Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 54 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Singletary, a first down and more. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 14-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Running out of the gun here, Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Touchdown! That's caught. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's see.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there for the Dolphins. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the Meadowlands, an AFC East matchup between New England and the New York Jets. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the 2nd quarter. A touchdown pass for the number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. The Niners needing to hold on and win this one on the road to avoid falling to 0-2. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A give, Singletary right side.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's brought down. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. On first down, Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing now is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To his throw, taken in by Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tagovailoa taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Here's Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now Allen again. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Here's Allen to throw it. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And again, it's Allen. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Allen. Check down to Breida. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up into the hands of Sanders. They find some open field here. Down deep on Miami's side of the field. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Six yards left on second down. A give to Bell. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On second down, it's Bell, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win here in their home opener. They move to 2-0. The road next week.